Phases by Melii. Melii is of Dominican, Cuban, and French descent. She started out doing poetry and transitioned to rap when she was put on to J. Cole at 9. She started performing at nursing homes and developing her singing voice. She credits Cole, Nicki Minaj, Amy Winehouse, and Lil Kim, and others as her musical influences. Phases is Melii's debut album. How do we feel about it? Here's our honest review of Phases by Melii.
Melii, Phases.
Yeah, man.
Had y'all heard
I'm
Melii?
excited about this one.
How y'all feel about this album artwork?
I feel like it was dope, man. I'm all for, like, you know, shots with, like,
Curves?
for real though, shots that have, like, you know, perspective in the background and everything, and I like the use of colors and everything like that. So the font in the blue is like directly correlated to her, what she's wearing and everything like that, the blue and the pink and everything like that. So I just like that color balance. And anytime you have a color balance, it's easy to catch on the eye and everything like that. So I thought it was a very thoughtful shot album cover.
That was pretty cute. It's pretty cute.
You don't believe him?
I just think that it was, I think when I hear men talk about the aesthetics of a picture and they talk about the font in the background.
What?
Like,
That's how I am.
I like how you just kind of overlook the fact that she looks sexy as hell. But go ahead.
No, I mean, she does.
He never mentioned that, though. That's what I'm saying. I like
mean,
how he tried to
she
overlook
does.
it.
Because see, here on the podcast, we normally don't focus
I don't
on
believe
I'm just saying,
over,
you gotta
you know.
know, but that is
every
a part
other
of
YouTube
it.
channel.
But that is a
Now,
part
she
of
definitely
it.
looks good in this picture.
Okay.
Yeah.
But aside from that, like, just everything about the picture looks really dope. Like, look at the skyline in the background. I don't know if that's a skyline or a mountain range, but that's kind of crazy.
I
the
just
way
took it as she was
looks.
on top of a building in New York, since she's from New York, isn't she?
I don't know if New York skyline looks that clear, bro.
Oh, damn.
Like, this is blue. that definitely ain't New York
Well, a
City.
lot of
said
this
this
is
is blue.
Photoshop.
Well, yeah, it could
Yeah.
just been Photoshop, but
Yeah.
I like even like look at how clear everything here is, and
Yeah.
then everything, you know, the depth of field that they use. The lighting
mean,
looks really good. Her
yeah.
makeup looks really good. I like the colors in the dress. Everything looks, you know, her pose looks good. Everything about the album cover looks really good.
Men are so funny. First of all, that's not a dress.
Or her, what is that?
That
What's
is
it
a
called?
bodysuit.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, her
it's a
bodysuit
bodysuit.
looks good.
This fool said dress. I really love the artwork in this. Coming from somebody who actually went to an art school, the artwork in this, the play on colors, the warm, the cool, like all of that is like definitely, in my opinion, when you think about the word phases, I'm always doing word association. So associating the phases of the difference of hot and cool with the word phases, in my opinion, I thought that was a real
Yeah, that's
play on
very dope.
words.
I didn't even pick
See,
up on that.
somebody from the art school would know that was the play on that one. Yeah, I'm definitely shooting shots.
I'm not, hey, shots taken. Not
And
offended
aside
either.
from that, let's just really talk about the fact that it is a nice, sexy picture. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes you just gotta acknowledge.
Yeah, it is. Did y'all know that she signed to Tory Lanez?
Oh, no, I thought that she was just, had a collaboration. I
No,
didn't know
she
that.
signed to Tory Lanez.
Oh, okay.
Just throwing it
Oh,
out there.
cool.
Okay, so the flow of this project. Well, she says she named the album Phases because she wanted to show the different sides to her. So I feel like that fits the album perfectly because you see multiple different sides of her. You hear her singing. She worked with one of Party Next Door's collaborators with some of the songwriting that she did for the singing songs, and then on the rapping songs, she handled that on her own. So I like the way that she handled that, and you see a wide variety of sounds from her, and you can see how versatile she is as an artist.
Yeah, definitely her versatility is what shows a lot on this project, and I really enjoy that because it got me to know a little bit more about her talents as an artist and everything like that. So definitely get a arrangement of sounds during this whole album.
I love the album. The album, the variety in the songs, the variety in her bringing her Latino or Dominican or what is it that she is?
Dominican.
She's a
French.
mix.
Yeah,
She got a whole bunch going on in there, but all of that flavor is like bam on this whole album, and you just get like this plethora of amazement, like sitting there with your wine. I told you the other day, sitting there with your wine and just kind of like chilling and bopping and doing a little sexy dance with your t-shirt on. T-shirt and my panties on.
That's not on this album.
I know that, Dave. Damn. Let me have my moment. But no, I'm that's it. All right.
Highlights, man. Look, actually, I just want to point out something. I'll just get to that on my low lights. Highlights for this. Slow For Me, featuring Tory Lanez. That joint is actually really dope. Gangsta Talk, I love her energy in that joint. Like, I wasn't expecting that energy because the beginning of the album started out so slow.
Yeah.
So when you get to that, I was just like, oh shit. Like she got some energy on this one. Same with Copy. Like because when Copy came on and she starts spazzing out at the beginning, like Melii, woo. I was just like, yo, she had me in the car. I was
right.
I was just tripping out. Before they sampled Blackstreet. Before I Let You Go. Yeah. That song is really good. Yeah. Mister is another one of my joints. City Girls. I was just like, yo, this joint is super dope, super smoothed out. That's really dope to me. See Me is another one of those joints that's really good. And Feel Me, I felt like that was like really good way to end the album. I like when people either end or start the album out where they kind of just going in and venting. And that's what I feel like we got from her on Feel Me.
Yeah, man, off the gates with A Way Out. I thought she started off real nice and smooth. I thought that was a cool way to start out. Slow For Me was really dope. Tory Lane brought it on it, and I thought they both sounded well together. False Signal, I really enjoyed that a lot. Before I is like one of my tops on the whole project. I just like how it starts and how she goes right into it. Mister, I really like her voice on that song. Like, I don't know what it is about that song, but it just sounds really, really good. Hit My Line, is that what it's called? Hit My Line with Boogie with a Hoodie. I thought that was really dope. That's cool. I got a video
for that.
Okay, that's what's up. That's really cool.
One.
Nice song. Pretty Girls was dope, and Feel Me was a great way to go out. Like I just like the honesty and just the raw, direct feeling on that song is really dope.
Well, I'm shocked nobody said Way Out.
I did. I started.
You said Way Out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't
like that song.
You didn't like Way Out?
Man, you tripping.
I love the way that that little kind of like little, she had a little.
Yeah, it was dope.
That song was dope. This whole album to me, like Pretty Girls was definitely one of my tops. Hit My Line was definitely another top of mine. Pretty Girls was dope to me because I felt like it had a message in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all the ones where she kind of mixed the music with like regular music with her Latino side where the beat kind of comes in, like those were my favorites. She did that
strongly on that Anime Girls where she did a lot of
she was even singing in Spanish on that one.
Yeah. So anytime she mixed it up for me, that definitely hit me in the spot of my spine. You know, it had my back like arched a little bit with that one. So that was dope. But my top was definitely Way Out and Pretty Girls.
So guys, if you're trying to holler at Dara, you got to be playing Melii.
Definitely gotta play a little bit of Melii and hey, you can put on some listen, never mind. Hit My Line.
All right, Low Lights. I didn't like how the album started.
Why?
I did not like it. I felt like this album is like it gets better as it goes on.
What
type of album? Yes, because when I initially listened to it the first couple of times, I was just like, it gets better as you go on. But the first couple songs to me, the first two songs to me, is just like slowly getting better. And then it's finally started raising, and it didn't feel like the roller coaster dropped after that. It just felt like it was the climb. That's how I took this album. So Way Out and Trip isn't a bad song now that I heard the album about good 6 times. But the first couple times I heard it, I was just like, man, I'm not really feeling this. False Signal was actually really dope. And there was something about Pretty Girls that I did not like. I cannot remember what it was. It was just one thing about it. It wasn't the whole song. It was just a specific thing that happened, and I'm drawing a blank with it right now.
Quick, she was like, "What?"
Because Pretty Girls was hot, yo. Like how you?
I'm not sexy. You miss.
I know you pulling out that one thing.
Kodak Black in me right now.
Pulling out that one thing. Oh, because she said that.
No, it had nothing to do with what she said. It was just something technical about the song, and I just can't remember it right now. But I'll try to remember before.
Put your middle finger up.
But that's just how I felt. I felt like it was a climb, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I just wasn't feeling Way Out. And Trip is cool. It just took a while for me to get onto it. But everything else, I was just like, I was kind of banging with it from the jump.
What you think about See Me?
I like See Me. Oh, that was one of my highlights.
Okay, I didn't hear that part.
Well, my only lowlights are...
Y'all see how Dare be trying to come for me, right?
My only lowlights are Gangsta Talk and Copy. I was not feeling them.
Really?
Yeah, I just like... her energy was cool, but it wasn't for me. Like I was more on her R&B shit. Like I don't know, just because of my taste and stuff like that. But I didn't really feel her rapping until Feel Me. I felt that, but Gangsta Talk and Copy, I was just like, okay, that's cool. Maybe it's just not for me. But that's it. other than that, I enjoyed the whole album.
The whole album. And I'm backing up on that one because Gangsta Talk was my least favorite. I liked Copy though. Copy was decent. Okay. Gangsta Talk was my least favorite. The whole album, I think Gangsta Talk is the only one I kept skipping over once I heard it. Like once I heard it one time, I was like,
I was banging with it, man.
Yeah, that's because you a gangster.
Nah, not really. Oh, final thoughts. Look, man, I think Melii definitely has a lot to work with here. She showed that she's super versatile. I just want her to figure out a way to formulate this into a cohesive sounding project, just because it didn't necessarily flow at all times.
Really?
Not to me. Like, the whole album didn't flow. It didn't seem like Gangsta Talk, and then it don't feel like False Signal should come after that. You know what I'm saying? Like Copy and then Before I, it didn't feel, but Before I and then Mr., they kind of go really smoothly into each other. And then Mr. Hit My Line. I just want her to just figure out, and then don't start an album with a song like Way Out. Please
Why
don't.
not?
That definitely should have been like number 3 on the album, or number 2. It's like, cause you gotta start off the album and you're supposed to get into it like totally. And then the second song could be a little weaker and just kind of
you didn't.
Okay. I was not feeling Way Out.
What you mean, Sway?
I was not feeling it at all.
A Way Out was a great way to start the album. I don't know what he's talking about. It really got you in the vibe, just bouncing, moving side to side.
Did you like Way Out?
And I was just like, yo, this is cool. So I feel like it was a good way to start the album off. I can agree with you on the placement of Gangsta Talk and Copy, because it kind of went to slow song, Gangsta Talk, False Signal, then Copy, because it kind of went to hard, then slow, then hard again.
That's not my problem though, because people do that all the time.
Yeah, but I said I can kind of see. But other than that, I think the flow of the album was great because she went from her phase to phase, and which played off the album. Boom. So I thought it was a great vibe.
That's no mic drop moment.
I'm just saying, because I was gonna make that point, but go ahead.
But yeah, I feel like
the flow. Always on the same page. You be on another book.
I be on that other shit.
You be on another book.
But I feel like the vibes were really good. I feel like she did a great job of showing her versatility and everything that she could do, and I wouldn't mind hearing some more from her.
Bam.
So what you got to say?
This definitely is an album that I will keep playing. I definitely think it's a baby making chill type of vibe to it.
You gonna make a baby to this?
Hell yeah, I could.
Oh, okay.
Hell yes. You can do some nice little strip teasers off of this song, just so y'all know. You can do some nice little...
I don't see no penetration happening during this album.
Nigga, are you kidding me right now?
No, you got to put on Trey or something at some point.
No, but I'm talking about this for females. You can get sexy to a lot of these songs on here, and you can start strip teasing to this joint. Now, at some point when we start making love, yes, you might need to switch over, but this can definitely get the ball started. You know what I mean? Like,
it's the mood.
I'm saying. Grab you a glass of wine.
But you're going to skip Gangsta Talk, though.
I'm skipping Gangsta Talk for sure. It might not, I'm going to be honest, it might not even be in the playlist once I actually, because everything's digital now. You can just slide that mug right on out. But yeah, I would roll to this. This is a really good phases album. It go through a lot of different phases in it. It's up, it's down, it's hot, it's soft, it's, it's fast. There's some really good, Feel Me was definitely, Feel Me. You feel me?
Final grade, man. Look, I'm gonna give it a check. I think Melii is dope. I'm so happy that she signed to Tory Lanez, but you didn't feel like Tory Lanez took over the project at any point in time.
That's true.
That's really dope, because normally if they sign to somebody, they got like 10 songs with that artist, or it feels like that artist encroached a little bit too much onto the artist below them.
Did he?
I'm thinking more to, yeah, I mean, you could. I was thinking more so like, you look at like Eminem and Slaughterhouse, like when they did their album by themselves, it sounded great, but as soon as Eminem got involved, they started talking about some goofy shit. And it's just like, same with Obi Trice. Eminem did the same thing with Obi Trice. Like, sometimes the artist that's on top of the label usually encroaches too much on the other sound. This is not that. This seems like it's Melii sound. At times before the song with A Boogie and the Hoodie came on, I thought she was like the female A Boogie. I was just like, yo, she kind of reminds me of the female A Boogie. And then when A Boogie came on, I was like, oh shit, she got a song with fucking A Boogie.
I just found out though that she was the one who's singing the what was the song she had before this that was hot?
Icy.
Yeah, I didn't know that was her.
I never heard it before we did this.
No, it comes on my playlist because it's on my Spotify playlist. Okay. So I've heard it, but you know when you listening to a playlist, you're not really looking at who's singing. You're just letting it play. And that every time that joint come on, I'm like, I'm rocking to it. And so to find out that was her, I was like, hold up, yes, I fucks with Melii.
Yeah, man, I give it a check. I feel like, you know, there's something for everybody here. And, you know, I feel like she's a young, creative artist that's only going to get better with time. And, yeah, I feel like, you know, she has a lot for the game to offer right now.
All right, y'all, that's been this week's episode.
Dare didn't give her a grade.
You didn't give your grade?
It's a check. It's a check. She's banging. Oh, hold on, question. Is it Melii or Melii?
It's Melii.
Melii. Yeah. Melii. She gets a check. I don't have nothing else to say because y'all already know how I feel about the album. The album's hot, point blank.